and welcome. My name is Bettina Ray. I'm a yoga teacher and I specialise in everything to do with fertility and pregnancy, birth, early motherhood. It's my hope that what I share here helps you to understand your body better, look after yourself well, and to actually enjoy motherhood. So welcome to the second video in my little mini series that I'm sharing at the moment to help you go from surviving to thriving in motherhood. So today I want to talk to you about those times when you just feel like you're just tired of being a mum, where you just feel like you can't do it anymore. And we all get there. Often it involves some tears, maybe some chocolate, maybe a big whinge to a girlfriend or a partner who understands. But I want you to know that you're definitely not alone. We've all felt it. It doesn't make you a bad mum for feeling like, oh, I just can't do this anymore. We've all been there. And I think we all go back there. I know for me that first year was really hard and there were a lot of times where I'm like, maybe I'm not cut out for this. But I still feel that now. I've got 2 boys now and another one on the way. And some days I still feel like I don't have anything left to give. And it's hard. And this is hard. But I want to share some tips with you to hopefully make it a little less hard, because I think together through sharing and through helping each other, we can make it a little bit less hard for ourselves. So my first tip is to actually be honest about it, to not keep it bottled up, because it's always 1,000 times worse when you don't tell anyone. So if you're trying to pretend that you've got this motherhood thing down and it's a piece of cake and there are no struggles for you, maybe you need to stop that. If the truth of it is that you're actually really struggling, because it's not helping you. You're not going to be able to get the help that you need if you're putting on this facade that everything is fine. And it's really therapeutic just to have a big vent to someone who understands. So maybe try that too. My second tip is about the stories we tell ourselves. And this is one that I have caught myself doing a lot recently. So being pregnant at the minute with 2 very active boys to run around after as well, I've been feeling like this is really hard. Like I can't do this. This is so hard. And it wasn't until I caught myself literally with this soundtrack in my head of this is so hard, this is so hard, this is so hard, that I realized, oh, that's why it's so hard, because you're telling yourself it's so hard. And I know that motherhood is hard, and I know that all the stuff we do is hard, and I know it's endless and relentless, and I know it's hard. But telling yourself how hard it is actually doesn't make it any better. And that's what I was doing. I'd gotten stuck in thinking about how hard it was. So that's all I could see. It's like when you buy a new car and all of a sudden you see that type of car everywhere. It's because that's what you're attracted to. That's what you're looking for. So when you're telling yourself it's hard, all you're noticing are the hard bits. And I was missing all the good bits. So try and watch the story you're telling yourself. It's all well and good to be like, this is hard, and to be honest about it. But you have to also watch the story you're saying in your mind, and can you maybe change it? Can you change or start the change with your thoughts? So for me, instead of focusing on how hard it was, I needed to flip that perspective and focus on, I am so lucky to be in this position, because we are lucky to be in this position. And I know you know that, and I know it can be hard and you can feel lucky at the same time. But it's just a choice of which one you focus on. So try to focus on the positive when you can, because it will help. Obviously, this is going to come up in every video. You need to have time for yourself. If you are feeling over it and you can't do it anymore, probably have a look at when was the last time you got any time to yourself, and having a shower doesn't count. So even if it's just half an hour, go for a walk by yourself. Because I know it's really hard when you've got a brand new bub who is demand feeding, you feel like you can't leave. But anyone can cope for half an hour. So if you've got a partner or a mum or a friend who can cuddle your baby for half an hour, just getting away and feeling like you're your own person again for half an hour will make a huge difference. If you're feeling over it and you just can't do it anymore, I'd also suggest that you check out your physical health, because sometimes that is at the heart of why mentally you're not coping. Because if you're so busy doing everything for everyone else, not eating right, not getting any movement into your day, it's not looking after yourself well, it's unsurprising that you don't feel like you can give anymore. You can't give if you don't have anything left to give. So really look at how you're looking after yourself. If you're physically exhausted, I really recommend going and seeing a naturopath or a nutritionist who will look into things like iron. It's really common after having babies that iron levels are super low, and zinc and all of those good things. So go and get your levels checked to make sure that what you're eating is actually supporting what your life is expecting of you. And my final tip for if you're feeling just so tired of being a mum and you just can't do it anymore is to find something in your day that's just for you. So it could be a small hobby or craft or something that you like doing. It could be looking into learning something new if that's where you're interested. It might be a great new book that you've wanted to read, but just making sure there's something in your day that is not about you being a mum, is just about you as a woman, you feeling like you have a mind that works outside of motherhood, and just something that you can look forward to. Because I know for me, sometimes I get in that little rut because I have just been so focused on doing all the things that I need to do as a mum, and I haven't taken that time to do what I need to do as a woman. So make sure you have that time as well. So this is one of the many topics that we cover in my course Vive, where we cover 21 lessons to help ditch the overwhelm, reconnect, and actually enjoy motherhood. So if this has resonated with you today, I would love if you would go and check that course out. I would love to welcome you into that community and help you come to a place where you can actually really enjoy motherhood and family life, because you really do deserve it. I hope that these tips have helped you. Of course, if you've got any other tips for us for what to do when you're just feeling over it and tired as a mum, please put them in the comments below. If you haven't already signed up to receive the other 4 videos in this series, you can put your email in the little link below, or you can subscribe and hit the bell on this button so that you get the notifications when the next videos arrive. Thank you for joining me today. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.